the continuing saga of getting Melba ready. Well, let me tell ya, in that special department, I'm on the hunt for the gray and black water drain pipe. In a road trek, there's a kind of an accordion drain pipe that comes out of a metal tube. And when you go to drain your tanks, you just undo the end of the tube, which has a locking mechanism, and you pull this accordion pipe out. Well, you know, my road track had sat for a long period of time apparently, and certain parts had dry rotted. So when I went to pull the drain pipe out, I put a little too much force on it, the whole thing came out. It was dry rotted on the end, and so it basically ripped in half. And I was like, okay, well, I'll just stuff this back in there and it'll function somewhat. And then I bought the extension to put on the end of that, you know, those extension accordion tubes that you buy at Walmart or whatever. And when I did that, you know, last year I noticed there were a bunch of leaks. There's been a bunch of leaks in this thing. You know, again, probably dry rot. So I took it to this place to have it fixed, and he charged a lot of money, and I think he did a pretty good job, except he said, well, you got to do something with that drain pipe. And I said, how much is it going to cost? And on top of all this money he charged, he hemmed and hawed and said, well, it's a specialty deal, and he wanted to charge a whole bunch more money. I said, well, I'm going to hold off on that, and I'll shop around. And I don't know if he did this, or if, I don't know, because I don't remember going in there and messing with that thing myself. But when I went to go dump the tanks the last time, the pipe was entirely missing. The accordion piece was taken out. The whole end of it was undone. And I don't know if it was taken out or if it was just left undone and it fell out on the road somewhere. I don't know. So it's like, oh great. So it went from being somewhat functional to barely functional. That, you know, now what I end up having to do, or what I end up having to do in that instance, which it really isn't acceptable, is just letting the whole thing drain down underneath the truck and then spraying it with a hose into the receiver on the yuck, you know, the place where you drain the crap into. So I know if I try and pull that at a lot of RV parks, they'll be like, probably with a good reason, because it's disgusting. You're basically dumping your sewage on the ground and then using a hose to wash it into a drain hole. I mean, I guess a lot of people do that, but so I would rather have it fixed. So I'm going to go to this little RV place that sells pieces, parts for RVs, and just ask them if they know of anybody, because, you know, I'm telling you, the RV situation with these RV people really sucks. They put you on a long waiting list, which is usually no less than 6 months before you can go in, or 3 months. 3 months is probably more realistic, before you go in there by an appointment only. Makes you feel like, you know, you're among the richy rich, which tells you about the RV industry as a whole. And or you end up, if you can get in, you end up paying an arm and a leg. No matter what, you end up paying an arm and a leg anyway. And I don't think it really should cost that much. It's not that big a deal. If I could find the parts, maybe I could do it myself. You know, there's a lot of things in RVs that really are kind of do-it-yourself. Anyway, so I'm heading there. It's over there on Southwest Boulevard, and actually in Kansas City, Kansas. And I see the sun is coming out. It's been cold and yucky. The sun has come out, and it's kind of pretty. It's late in the afternoon. I'm running really late, so Oh no, it's not that late. It's not as late as I thought it was. I just hadn't changed the clock in this thing. Daylight saving time was over. So here we go. So they can't help me here, but they gave me a couple of other numbers to try. So I've called both these. One answered, but they're out, and the other one, hope to get a call back from them. So anyway, that's where we're at. First, we're gonna get some coffee. I like Emily's new sign. Come on, let's go. Boy, they know the way. Oh, there she is. Like your new sign.
Thanks. My buddy does Civil War reenactments. When he came and saw it, he goes, I'm going to take your flag to the next reenactment. I said, why? And he goes, because then everybody will follow me up the hill, and no matter what side I'm on, I'll have the winning side. I was like, yeah, I bet they would follow you. Mexican, I forget what it's called, but Mexican coffee in honor of
what's happening today in politics. And historically, I can tell you that walls have been terrible ideas. They never did what they were intended to do. The Great Wall of China, the Hadrian's Wall, they never really did much of anything except divide people. And to say that you're going to start a trade war with another country will be as disastrous for us, probably more so. My friend and I were talking, and she said, you realize that we get most of our winter vegetables and things from Mexico? Oh yeah, that's right. So essentially, policy that's going to hurt people like me, middle class, lower class people. So yeah, more bad ideas. Reactionary, crazy. It's just not going to work. This is not working out. In an effort to try and do something different, I'm going to try this bubble tea place over here, and this after I take the doggies for a walk. So